Danni D, how the hell are you?
I am spectacular.
So everybody say hello to Dan. What last name are you going by these days?
DeLuca.
Danielle DeLuca, also known as Rad Chick Forever. You want to
Yes, sir.
tell us a little bit about yourself?
Let's see. Well, the dogs are I'm just kidding. I am a Sacramento aspiring comedian, and I'm also a phone sex operator. I've been doing comedy for like 2 years and phone sex for 3.
Oh, it's just my roommate. Don't worry.
Yeah, those damn roommates. Luckily, mine's not home.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what else you want to know.
It's funny that you brought up that you're a phone sex operator. Do you remember when you introduced yourself to me? And we were just like shooting the breeze outside on the Y, and you were like, "I'm a phone sex operator." And I was like, "Lady, I ain't got no quarters."
Right? I do remember that.
I'd still tell everyone that, and I don't think that's your favorite story.
It's not. Some of your early stories of me are not my favorite.
I know, but I love you now. Hey, you want to make a cameo on our...
I can't handle any more faces I can't see and touch. How are you, Emily?
How are you, sweetie?
Good. I'm good. I miss everyone.
I miss you too.
Yeah.
Doesn't Emily have like this Amy Schumer cuteness going on?
She always does.
Yeah. No, just right now.
I got my face lasered. It's so
Oh my God. We're going to talk about that later.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I'd like to laser everything on my body except my eyebrows and my hair.
Oh, stop. So you're still doing the phone sex stuff?
I am. Yeah.
So did it pick up or did it drop off with all of this stay-at-home stuff? Because maybe
it definitely picked up. It definitely picked up. Yeah.
Really?
Well, guys are trapped at home with their wives, so when they go on a drive, they'll call me, or any moment they have. Like one guy called me and he was hiding in the closet from his wife and needed to come real quick. I was like, why don't you just come with your wife? But,
right.
It seems to be busier, but I'm not logging in as much because the weirdos are definitely at home. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I talked to you earlier on via Facebook Messenger, and you said you were studying or you were getting ready to take a test.
I'm a school girl.
Finally getting your GED?
Yeah, finally getting my GED. No, I just like to wear the schoolgirl outfit. No, I'm in the process of getting my real estate license. I'm 3/4 of the way done.
Really?
Joey C. and his wife are helping me. Yeah.
Oh, Joey C. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been in real estate forever, right?
And so is his wife. And so they kind of just said, we know you can sell ice to a fucking Eskimo. Why are you not doing real estate? So I just said, fuck it. Let's do it.
Had you thought about real estate before?
No.
Yeah, you really are very approachable and very talkative, Yeah, I can see you doing well.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a good distraction from all the dirty phone calls that I normally take.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about like how the market is doing right now? Because I was worried that the market was going to not do well, but it's kind of like it's very stable. In fact, even kind of like doing like a slow crawl upward. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm still studying, trying to get past these tests, but I've just passed the first one. I got a 97, so
congratulations.
Not that worried. Thanks.
So you said you're about 3/4 of the way done?
Yeah.
And then you have to take like a state exam, or what is it?
So as soon as I have one more big test on the 21st, and then I qualify to take the state exam, and then I have to take the state exam, and then I just sign up through EXP, and then I'll be good to go.
Nice. So you hope to be doing it by
like November, December.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, because right now with COVID, they're not doing state testing, the exams.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to wait until that reopens.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about the podcast you do, or you're a part of? You don't that's a team, right?
It is Nick Johnson's podcast, his baby. Rob and I just kind of show up, and and Sharon. Yes. He doesn't really edit anymore though. So I mean, honestly, yes, we are a team. But I get the guest and Nick comes up with the questions. So he researches them and,
and what's
stalks them. Gag On This Podcast.
And it's on all the platforms, right?
Yeah, it's on all the platforms. And we're also, we have our own website, gagonthispodcast.com. And you can find out anything you need to know from there.
Who's been some of the guests you've had on lately?
We had Zach Amico from New York. Anthony K is tomorrow.
He's a talker. We
had Stephen Fury. Becky Lynn. Tina San Lucas.
Oh, wow. Yeah, lots of great. Anthony K, I really wanted him on my podcast, And so I reached out to him, and he right away was like, sure, I'll do it. And I was like, awesome, right? He showed up at 11:30 on a Thursday night, and right, and I was just stoked that he was even doing my podcast, right?
Yeah.
And so I was I drank it when he texted me at 9:30, he's like, yeah, getting ready now, should be there just a little bit after 11. I was like, oh shoot. I drank a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Try to get ready for it, but he can talk hip hop for days. He's got comedy war stories for days. He can talk hip hop for days. His favorite artist is Jay-Z. He was really selling me on Jay-Z's book.
Don't tell me about him.
I
already know about him, but he's
a great guy. Super funny.
Pretty sure that Nick has done his stalking online, so he's got a lot of questions.
I was just trying to give you some extra.
I love that guy. He's fucking rad. So
yeah.
I like getting comics that I don't know that well. So
he's part of the whole Deaf Puppies crew, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, those guys are rad. Yeah. When COVID hit, I stopped doing podcasts. I didn't know what to do. I didn't feel like talking. It was really hard for me to be my normal. My best friend calls it happy-go-lucky. It was really hard for me to be that, to just turn it on, and so I just stopped. But Gag On This, you guys didn't stop, right?
No, we even upped it to 2 a week at some points. Just because I saw it as, hey, you know what? The world shut down. We're now on Zoom. I'm gonna reach big. I'm gonna reach for the good stuff. I'm gonna reach for people that we normally wouldn't be able to get. So 2 Wednesdays ago, we had MC Hammer and his nephew on.
What?
Yeah, and that's, how I have that MC Hammer doll. I'm sure you've seen it, right?
Yeah.
So in 2019, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna manifest. We want MC Hammer. We want MC Hammer on the podcast. And it turns out that Nick's fiance's, she went to high school with his nephew, and she's been talking to him. MC Hammer was not that great. He wouldn't let us ask a lot of questions, but his nephew was hella cool. It's
where
just
were
shit
they?
like that.
Were they at the Hammer Mansion?
We couldn't even ask him. No.
Really?
Yeah. But, wow. Zach Amigos from New York, I put out a request to Louis J. Gomez and fucking Theo Vaughn. I just fucking went crazy.
Yeah, why not?
So why not? And, it's worked out pretty well.
Yeah. It really is kind of at first I was like, I don't know if I want to do the whole Zoom thing.
Yeah.
I'm too ugly to be on camera. Just this whole I don't want to do this, right? But now it's gotten to where I just it really is something that I love doing along with stand-up, right?
Yeah.
That I can kind of claim back a little bit. So I did one with Jackie Pearl the other day, but we didn't record the video. We just spoke on Skype, and
okay.
I was still trying to work out the kinks, how good is the audio going to sound and blah, 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 right? But,
yeah, because you're a total perfectionist.
I'm not a perfectionist, but I don't want it to sound like my...
Remember the first time we recorded for the pod? Yeah, all right, okay.
I don't want it to sound like the first times that, even the ones that I put up, the first Jackie Pearl and the first Ed Mena, the audio was horrible. The first Miriam Wasabi, the audio is bad, and I didn't know what I was doing yet. And I still really don't know what I'm doing.
Do any of us?
No, right? Has that ever stopped us?
Fuck it.
No.
Fuck it.
How are you holding up mentally with all of this that's going on? Because you're a lot like me. We're both freaks. No, you're a lot like me. That we're both very extroverted, right? Like,
yes,
we've never walked into a room full of strangers, right?
No.
Right. So how, like, that was something that I really struggled with when all this started. Like, just all of a sudden, like, this circle just got right. How'd you deal with that?
Well, at the beginning of COVID, you were alone, correct? Emily did not live there. You were all alone. Right. So at the beginning of COVID, for me, I had just moved out of my house and into my best friend's house, Heather.
Okay.
And she works at a vet clinic, so she had a month off while they were figuring things out. So like, it was me and her son locked in this house, basically, but we worked it out. But I've just been going outside and getting a lot of like nature, like alone time. I've been writing a lot more. I've been doing some shrooms and just reflecting and thinking. And I tube down the river like twice a week. I swim every day. But I'm not, I don't know. I like when they have an open mic, I have gone. I mean, I did go to Joey C's both times. I obviously I have to be a little precautious because my grandma's 94 and my son, has an autoimmune problem. So like, I've been being really careful, but at the same time, I've also been trying to fulfill what's been missing. So, I mean, but I went straight to Zoom as soon as the world shut down and I was like, fuck, no comedy. I just went straight to Zoom and I like it a lot. I don't have to leave my house. I don't have to get harassed by strangers. I mean, it's actually kind of nice. Right? Fucking shower, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't attract always the best people when I talk to everyone. So I've been trying to just watch things and be by myself. But I haven't been having any issues.
Yeah. You really love going to the river.
I do.
Yes. Has that been something like your whole life, or is it something you discovered in the last couple of years?
No. So when I was younger, my aunt was like, you cannot go to the river. You cannot go. And it's, I've always been a water person. Like I've always been a water person. So the river is just really like calming and, peaceful to me. Like when you're on your tube and you're just floating down the river, it's so fucking peaceful. But yeah, I'm a huge water person.
I grew up in Bakersfield in Kern County, and I don't know if you've heard about the Kern River, but it's like one of the most dangerous rivers in the world. Like there's been songs written about how dangerous the Kern River is. Like when you're driving up the Kern Canyon, there's a sign on the side of the road that says since 19 blah blah blah, X many people have died swimming the Kern River, and the paint is always fresh. Like it's like they're just finishing like taking off the stencil.
Right. So if our American River was like a category 1, the American River is a category 1. So if it was anything higher, like if it was a 2 or a 3 or a 4, I wouldn't go down it as much as I do. Like to me, white river water rafting, like putting myself in danger is not something I want to do. So I don't want to get hurt. I don't, I've always been around water, so I know how to respect it. And yeah, it's not dangerous. It's really not, if you're safe. I mean, if you're smart and you have common sense, you can do it safely.
Right on.
So,
when was the last time you went out to the river? Did you go out there today?
Yesterday?
It's got super hot.
Oh yeah, it's super hot, but you're in the river.
You're in the river, you're fine.
The river's super cold.
Okay.
So
what's something you've discovered that's helped you keep your sanity during COVID? Like have you found like a new TV series, a new book, a new hobby? A new Instagram feed? What?
No, fuck no. I've been trying to distance myself from social media just because no one's doing anything super fun and exciting right now. You know what I mean? So what are you going to Facebook? It's all complaining and, bullshit. And I don't want to get caught up in the hype. Like I'm really trying hard to get away from negative people are just people who constantly complain. I don't.
Yeah. I find myself snoozing, unfollowing, blocking. 2 to 3 people, sometimes a day. Like it's just like everyone's an expert on everything all of a sudden, right? Everyone's an expert on disease. Everyone's an expert on law enforcement. And
I don't, when people get all crazy with their rights and their thoughts and their opinions, that's fine. I don't want to hear them. I mean, let's talk about something fun. Like, let's go on an adventure outside or something. I just don't want to hear people complain and I don't fucking want to hear that shit. I mean, if I wanted that, I'd go to my grandma's house. I have been hanging out with my grandma a lot more. And I've been smash booking. So it's kind of like
more.
So I used to scrapbook all the time, but scrapbooking takes a lot. You got to print pictures and do all that shit. So they have these things called smash books, and you just kind of like write, you and your friends could write like the memory of the day in there. And then it's just kind of like a little folder of like just different days fun you had with your friends. So I've been doing that with like Heather and Nicole and some new lady friends.
Right on. What's this experience been like for your kids? You, if you don't mind me mentioning.
Yeah, no, I don't care. My son is quarantined at his dad's.
Okay.
So I've been picking him up and he's been coming over like 1 to 2 days a week, but with the new, rises and all that shit, I don't want to risk it. So he's at his dad's quarantine doing that thing. We Zoom and we Skype or whatever. And my daughter is over here all the time. I see her. She's on her way here now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They haven't like gotten depressed. I don't know. What I'm hearing is that the kids are just like, this is a fucking 8-month-long summer vacation.
Well, both of my kids did homeschool before homeschool was a thing. So, I mean, it wasn't a huge adjustment for them, I guess. I mean, my daughter's still, seeing her friends. She's not really abiding by the rules that she should be. She's still seeing her friends and going places, not going places, but, going to other people's houses. And I don't know what she's doing, honestly. She's just not, whatever.
She's like 16, 17?
She's almost 18, yeah.
She's at that age, right? Where it's like, they got a handle on the whole world. And it's really difficult. And what were you like at 17, 18?
Oh, I was horrible. I was horrible. But the difference is I didn't have a car. I had to buy my own car. So I was walking. So it was less trouble, I guess. My kids are good, but like also my daughter's like, oh, I have to be home by like midnight. And I'm like, yeah, you do. You're not 18 yet. And she's like, I'm almost there. And I'm like, that's what you could tell the cops when you get in trouble. Like,
yeah, right.
What do you want? So, but they've been fine.
That's cool. Fine.
I think my grandma's had it the toughest because church got canceled. My birthday and her birthday were both in quarantine, which was bullshit. And she's 94 and she doesn't go out a lot, but she wants to have the ability to go out. And we're kind of like the family is making her stay in, Yeah,
because you guys were always going. Like I remember you guys would be like at the casino. You guys would just be out. You guys would just be out having a good time. And I was like, this lady's old.
Fucking 94. So she's having it the hardest, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but everyone's fine.
Does she live alone, or does she live with like?
Emma lives with her right now because my mom moved out. So
okay.
Emma's keeping an eye on her to some degree, but my grandma's also really stubborn. The other day she just had to go to Walmart, and I'm like, why did you have to go to Walmart? No one ever has to go to Walmart. Like, stay at home, but you can't tell her anything. So.
Yeah, my mom's down with the not going out. Like she's gone out like 2 or 3 times because she has to cash her Social Security check.
That's funny.
Like mom was like, nah, I gotta go, and and she's when the numbers weren't so bad, she went to JCPenney's because she had to get some, because how they're closing.
Yeah. Oh, I did not know that. JCPenney's is closing?
JCPenney's is, yeah, they're closing, and everything was on sale, and she couldn't miss that sale.
Fucking A. I remember when Montgomery Wards went out, and my grandma was like, we have to go. And I'm like, okay. That sucks.
In Bakersfield, the old Montgomery Wards, it's now Montgomery Ward Plaza. And it's they made like a placita out of it, and there's all these tiny little stores inside of it, and you walk around it like a little indoor mall. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
One store created a whole indoor mall for multiple stores.
Yeah. It's pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Yeah. What have you been doing to keep your time?
Luckily, I never stopped working.
Oh, that's good.
So, I was looking the other day, I was like, dude, my vacation time's piling up, but there's nowhere to
go.
Like, what are you gonna do? Take a vacation, right? So I take a PTO day here and there.
For what?
Well, just to give myself a 3-day weekend and sleep in, and I still like to geek out with my records. So I guess to answer your question, I was talking about how, like, at the beginning of this, I had a really hard time with the isolation. The big thing I did is, like, one day, like, it was like the first day of May. It was like the first week of May. Like, I couldn't take it anymore. And I just, like, I didn't even do laundry. I just, like, grabbed, like, a hamper full of dirty clothes and, like, the clothes I had on and, like, my most important things. And I filled up the car with gas, and I took off to Bakersfield, and I stayed with my mom for 3 weeks. And it was like, it really was like checking into a mental hospital for 3 weeks. Cause it's like, the first 2 days I was there, I just slept.
Yeah. I didn't even know you went to Bakersfield.
Yeah. And I was there for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then I came home Memorial Day weekend, and I've been feeling great ever since then.
Yeah.
But, I've been working still, so that's just Monday through Friday, like 8 to 6 or something, 9 to 6. I don't even know what hours I work.
Right.
And on the weekends, I like to still try to make it to the record store at least once.
Are they open?
Yeah. Well, for a while they were doing like where you could just message them and tell them what you wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have a really good Instagram feed, so they would post all their new records on their Instagram.
Oh, nice.
And then you message them and be like, hold that one for me, and then you pay them with PayPal or Venmo. Phono Select Records on Fruit Ridge. Is that the street name? Fruit Ridge. I don't know. Phono Select Records on Fruit Ridge. And you could pay them via PayPal or Venmo, and then you drive up and you call them and they bring it out to you.
What? That's dope.
Yeah, but now they're open, but they have a limit of 6 customers at a time. But I've only had to wait outside once.
Yeah.
And I had to wait outside for like 5-10 minutes. And like,
honestly, I hate going to the fucking store. Like, I hate it. Just COVID or no COVID. Like, unless it's comedy or the water in the summer in particular, I'm not just out.
You're not out?
I don't get I don't get my eyebrows done. I don't need to get my nails done.
You don't get your eyebrows done?
No. I don't even tweeze them, man. Look at how bad these look.
Yeah, you have some gnarly eyebrows.
Yeah, they're fucking gross. But I'm fat, so in the summer, I'm intolerable in the heat. You know how some people are hungry and then they get like hangry, like they get really like mad when they're hungry?
Yeah.
But when I'm hot, I am not fun to be around, and I'm super bitchy and I'm snappy and I'm mean. And so I don't do a lot of summer activities anyways, unless there's water involved. So, I mean, COVID, I guess, couldn't have happened at a better time. At least it's not like fall or spring, Well, I guess it did happen in the spring, but it's hot now. I'm not going out shopping anyways. That sounds horrible.
Yeah. Right now is not a bad time to have to be indoors all the time.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm usually not, but if you want me to go outside with you in the summer, you better have some kind of water activity for me, because I won't do it. I won't.
Got it. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah.
I will keep that in mind.
Yeah. You got to get me wet this summer. You want to hang out with me?
I would do my best. I don't
All right.
know if I could pull that off, but
I don't know. We could give it a round. Try.
Yeah. What? So Anthony K will be on the podcast soon.
Yep.
Hammer and Nephew is up now.
Yeah.
And anything else you want to pull? Oh, what's up?
I forgot to tell you. So when Zoom happened, I started just doing like this displaced comedies thing, and I was on a bunch of different Zooms over everywhere. I won a comedy competition, and in September, from the 21st to the 25th, if the world opens back up, I'll be doing comedy in Canada.
What?
Yeah.
Do you have to pay for your trip?
They bought my tickets, and they're putting up the hotel.
Really?
And they picked 5 comics. So one's from Texas, one's from New York, Minneapolis, California, Phoenix, I think, too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm pretty fucking excited about that, too. I mean, if the world opens.
Have you been to Canada before?
No, I had to get my own passport. So hopefully they'll approve it soon.
We were on a cruise, and we stopped, like, we had like an 8-hour layover or whatever in Canada, like where you get to go. So it was like the prettiest part of Canada because it's obviously there for tourists. But
Yeah.
It was super nice. It was super
Yeah.
nice. I loved it. And
Yeah.
I want to go back someday.
Yeah.
Hopefully when all this is over,
Right?
I'll get to do some traveling and finally take a good vacation. But man, yeah, I cannot wait to do comedy again. These Zoom shows are great, but
it's not the same. I get it. I understand.
Like, I was telling my sister the other day, like, half of it is just like getting there early and hanging out and talking to the crowd
and watching the crowd. Yeah. And doing comedy on Zoom, I've noticed I'm not as funny sitting down. Like when I do Zoom, I'm sitting down. When I do comedy, I'm standing. Like it just, you have more energy, you have more oomph. I like to feel the rejection in person, you know, when I do bad. You know, just a sick fucking problem I have.
I like the rejection of like, all right, that side of the room fucking hated me. I'm gonna go back over here. Yeah.
Right. No, I like to feel it from the whole room. I like to make it all awkward if I can.
I want them all to moan.
I want them all to be uncomfortable. Yeah.
Right. I love your shirt. I complimented your shirt, but off camera.
Thanks.
And love your shirt. My shirt is a Sacramento made shirt.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And,
good local company.
Oh, did you see Jackie's shirt that they made for her?
Yeah, I hang out with Jackie at least twice a week.
Really?
Yeah. So they didn't. Jackie's daughter made the fuck the police one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she sent it to them, and then they made her the shirt. It's fucking sick.
Yeah, it's pretty dope collaboration when you think of like Jackie's daughter drew the picture on the front.
Yeah.
Sophia Pearl.
Yeah.
And Jackie thought to put it on a shirt, and then they hooked up with Sacramento Made, and I really love like what a great collaboration.
I like it when things are local. You know, local people helping out local people. Yeah. Jackie's had that drawing on her wall since I've known her, and she's always like, I want to do something with this. I want to like do something with this, and I'm like, you know, it says fuck the police, like. You really want to go around with that, but it's a nice shirt. It's awesome. Yeah.
She called me this morning and she said that they, like between like last night and this morning, she had received like 33 orders for it.
Wow.
Yeah. She's like, I only made
That's
25. Dope. And I was like, well, what are you doing talking to me? You better call Sacramento Made.
Right.
They're gonna need to rustle up some more shirts for you, man.
That's dope. I mean, she could even. I wonder if she'll have to call them. Now my brain's just like going. I'm actually trying to come up with a logo for my shit for me. I haven't yet though. I don't know yet.
You should work with Evan T. Lilly.
I don't know who that is.
He did the telenovela logo.
Okay.
He did the telenovela logo.
Oh, I'm very familiar with your logo. I got it all over my shit.
And he also did the Jesse's Face logo.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, he did that too. He's done did he do David Thorne's?
Yeah, well he drew David Thorne's. Yeah, David put it on like his, if he streams. I saw that guy recently too. Like you know, Subis asked me if I wanted to go river rafting with him on Sunday. And I was like, I don't want to be stuck on the river with you and David Thorne all day. Like, I'm good. I just, no, thank you. And I guess Matt, Medina, Cameron, Andre, David, and Subi, they all went down, and David's like, we almost died. And I was like, you die almost every time you go to the river. I think you're okay. You're not going to die just because you fall off. Oh my God, I would have killed him. We would have been down like 5 comics if I would have gone.
Oh man.
Can you imagine me and Subi out like on the fucking river? I would have murdered him.
He's hilarious. Yeah, he's such a unique person. You know?
Is that what you say?
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. That's what I'm calling it. It's my political correct way of.
You're so tactful.
And he's such. Yeah.
I mean,
man, it's one love.
So
right, Danny, let's wrap it up. What do you say?
Let's wrap it up. I got shit to do.
You got shit to do. You don't have to study. You already took your test.
No, I'm going down to the river.
Are you going down the river?
I am.
All right. I really appreciate just everything about you, not just that you came on the podcast right now, but that you respond to my obnoxious messages that I will randomly send you every once in a while, and you always respond with, sure, you know? So
I love you to death, man. You're one of my favorite people.
Thank you.
Anything for you. All right. Tell Emily I said goodbye.
I will. Good luck with everything. Talk to you soon.
Thank you. You too.